I want to go over the tax stuff that we were doing yesterday because a number of people were really struggling with that. So this is the table that you were given, and they're telling you how much you have to pay in tax depending on how much you earn. So what I'm gonna do a couple of questions. So let's say the first person is going to earn $25,000. All right, so if they earn $25,000, they belong in this bracket here, right? It's between 8,375 and 34,000. So what that means is I have to pay this much tax. They're just telling me that I must pay 837.50. But I also have to pay 15% of anything more than 8,375. So what I'm first going to do is 25,000 minus 8,375. So I need to work out how much I'm actually going to get taxed on versus how much I have in general. So this is how much I've earned. What they're saying is that you've already paid tax on the first $8,375. So you don't need to pay tax on that bit again. So what we do have to pay tax on is what's left over, which is $16,625. So I need to pay 15% tax on this much because I've already paid tax for the first $8,375. So I'm going to work that bit out. So 16,625 times 0.15, I have to turn it into a decimal. And if I type that into my calculator, I get $2,495.75. Now, if I'm being asked to tell you how much tax I pay, I have to pay this much tax and this much tax, right? This is the amount of tax that I paid on my first 8,375, which you can probably see is 10%. And then this is 15% of the rest of my money. So if I add those things together, I get plus what was it? 8,375. I have paid $3,331.25. That is the amount of tax that I have paid. Now, if you're asked how much do you then get to take home? So this is the tax that I'm paying, right? What if I'm asked, what is my net pay? That's how much I get to keep. Well, don't I just do the original amount? That's the full amount minus the amount of tax that I've paid. And that'll tell me how much I actually get to take home. So 25,000 minus 331 and 25. Whoops, I typed that in wrong. I missed a 3. So I get to keep $21,668.75. That's how much I'm going to keep. All right, let's do another example of this. So let's say that I now earn $114,800. All right, so what I need to do is figure out what tax bracket I'm in. I'm in this one here. It's between these two values. So I'm being told that that is how much tax I'm paying. So I'm paying 16,781.25. So that's my initial rate of tax, plus 28% of anything over 82,400. So what I want to do is find out how much I have to pay tax on. Oh, geez, I'm not writing that very well, am I? 114,800 minus 82,400 because I've already paid tax on my first 82,400. That's what this bit is. So 114,800 minus 82,400 is going to give me $32,400. So I still have to pay tax on this much, and they're telling me that it's 28%. So what I do is I take that amount and I times it by 28%, and that's going to give me $9,072. So the total tax I have paid is going to be this. That's my initial tax. And this, which is the other tax I just put together. So 16,781 and 25 cents plus an extra $9,072 means that altogether I have paid $25,000 $853.25 in tax. Again, if they're asking how much money are you taking home, what is your net pay for the year? Well, then you're just doing the original, right? Original pay minus all the tax because you don't get to keep that. So it's going to be 114,800 minus this 25,853 and 25 cents, which means I get to keep $88,946.75. All right, I hope that explains the tax breakdown.